Onitsha market closure. This is a conspiracy by Southeast government against Biafra restoration. Ipob roars. The group said the shutdown of Onitsha main market by Anambra State Governor Professor Soludo and his subsequent threat to close one market is part of the alleged plot. The indigenous people of Biafra Ipob has raised an alarm over what it described as a grand conspiracy by Southeast state governments to undermine the struggle for the restoration of Biafra. The group said the shutdown of Onitsha main market by Anambra State Governor Professor Soludo and his subsequent threat to close one market is part of the alleged plot, which it said also involves reversing the normalcy that has returned to the Southeast and creating instability in the region. IPOB made the assertions in a statement released by spokesman Emma Powerful on Thursday. The statement is titled Soludo's Reckless Threat. That threat was actually very reckless. Unmask a sinister plot to undermine Biafra's peaceful struggle and foment instability in Igbo land. The secessionist group further alleged that the plot against Biafra restoration was orchestrated by the Nigerian government. The indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, led by the unyielding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, vehemently condemns the outrageous and provocative utterances of Anambra State Governor Charles Soludo, who has brazenly threatened to revoke market ownership and reviewed them as a punitive measure against traders observing the Monday sit-at-home in solidarity with our leaders' unjust incarceration. This is nothing short of a carefully scripted, malevolent agenda orchestrated from Abuja to sabotage the Biafra restoration movement from within. Right under the watchful eyes of the international community, those lacking foresight and critical insight fail to grasp the profoundly destructive implications of Soludo's words, which echoes the treacherous playbook of past collaborators like Ukpabi Asika, recruited to betray Biafran interests during our darker times before, during, and after the war. Soludo's escalation comes at a pivotal moment when global attention is turning towards Biafra's plight and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's rising international profile. His threats are a desperate bid for confrontation, aimed at derailing our intensified diplomatic push for Biafra recognition. I think so. Make no mistake, this is not merely about Monday sit-at-home. It is a grand conspiracy emanating from government houses across Igbo land to halt unstoppable momentum of Biafra restoration. IPOB said it's true because this Monday sit-at-home has been going on for a very long time. And you didn't say, you were going to lock up their shops. All of a sudden, from nowhere, you are coming outside to say you are locking up their shop for a whole week. After that, you will lock it for a whole month. You will even say you are going to demolish their shops. You are going to take over people's shops. Why? Because the Soludo had ordered the closure of Onitsha main market for 1 week after traders failed to open their shops on Monday, opting instead to observe the weekly sit-at-home protest in the Southeast. Armored tanks and heavily armed security agents were deployed at the market on Tuesday to enforce the shutdown. You can imagine. But you will not bring those armed agents, armored tanks. It is only when people are protesting that you will see armored tank in this country. But let Boko Harams or whatever come, you will not see them bring out their armored tanks. You can imagine. The Anambra governor said the market, regarded as the largest in West Africa, will be closed for a month if the traders fail to open their shops when it is unsealed next week Monday. You will close it for 1 month. So who is sabotaging the economy now? Is it not you, Soludo? He extended the shutdown threat to 12 additional markets, warning that non-compliance with the ban on sit-at-home by traders will lead to closures. I don't even understand how you think that you can solve an issue by force like this. Like, you think this is the way to go. Condemning the development, IPOB expressed suspicion at the timing of the action of the Anambra State Governor. Yes, the timing. We demand answers. Why now? This is the question we should all ask ourselves, because this people has been sitting at home since you did not close their shop. You did not tell them that we have done something about the security. Don't worry, you guys are protected. You didn't do this. Why now? Really, indeed, why now? Soludo himself admitted that during the Christmas shopping season, the market flourished on Mondays without incident, utterly debunking the fabricated narrative of intimidation or fear as the driver of sit-at-home observance. This exposes the lie peddled by Nigerian authorities that our people cower in terror, when in truth, the Monday closures are a voluntary, peaceful civil disobedience by Onitsha and Aba business owners and traders to demand the immediate release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I don't think it is affecting anybody in any way. They are okay with it, sincerely. So most of them are okay with not going to their store on Monday. They are okay with it. They even see it like, I know that there are some people that would not be okay with it, but probably because of fear, they wouldn't go. But there are some people that are actually not okay. They are okay with not opening their stores on Monday. And it's not in Lagos here. People don't open store on Mondays. Some people they work from Tuesdays to Sunday, and on Monday they rest. If they decide they want to close their store on Monday, how is it affecting you? That's what I even want to know. You claim that they are causing an economic sabotage, and then you now went ahead to close their store for a week. So what are you? What exactly does it make any sense? Yes, this legitimate expression of solidarity has been grossly, this Oyinbo Nawa twisted the propaganda machine to drown out the real cause. Justice for our leaders and self-determination for Biafra. The statement noted. The pro-Biafra group expressed concern that Soludo's actions could reverse the relative normalcy that has returned to the southeast after a long period of violence and instability. He wants them to actually probably fight or do something that they say, oh, it is IPOB people, they are the ones causing problems, they are this, they are that. It is well. I say despite the sham conviction and life imprisonment imposed on our leader, his spirit remains unbroken, propelling Biafra to unprecedented heights. Our emissaries have worked tirelessly to maintain relative peace in Igbo land, only for Soludo to recklessly attempt to reverse this game and ignite chaos. We want that Nigeria's regime is funneling vast sums into Republican lobbying firms in Washington to paint Biafra land as a stable, ungovernable region, hoping to dissuade figures like President Trump from recognizing our rightful aspirations. So since you people already know that is what he wants to achieve, then people should not give in to him. Make sure that you remain peaceful, you remain calm, so that he will not win. Biafrans must remain vigilant against false flags operation from Soludo's militia and provocation designed to portray us as violent. Exactly. So people should thank God you already know that is what he wants to achieve. Thereby justifying further oppression, we must not allow Soludo to replicate Imo State in Anambra State, the statement further warned. IPOB urged the members and supporters to stay disciplined, peaceful, and resolute in their non-violent resistance approach. I like the fact that they've known that it's probably because he wants to incite problem, and then they'll blame it on IPOB. That is why he's doing that. So it's good that they know that is what he wants to do, and so they should not allow that to happen. They should remain peaceful. It is well, my listeners. Don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.